Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to my Thursday morning live stream. So I'm up here in the attic, stuffed up here in the attic. And I don't know where you are in the world, but in Devon, it is very grizzly, mizzly rain. So I'm quite pleased to be inside today. Now we're going to do our Pilates session. We'll start off lying down and just working through some bridges, but as per the plan, this session is for thoracic, spine and shoulders, but I'm going to be specifically working on loosening the thoracic spine and posture. So we're actually going to come up to high kneeling and standing to work through some of the side bends and rotations. It's a 15-minute bite-sized class. So, 20-minute bite-sized class, be 15 by the time I stop talking. And so the aim of the class, we don't have a lot of rest in this class. It's quite not fast moving, but we keep the pace up. Start off, I've got my phone on, so if I lose connection and if anyone's out there who has my number on the WhatsApp group, let me know. I think I have those issues resolved, but I still feel a little bit nervous about it. Okay, come and lie down on your back on the mat and we will work through some bridges as we always do. So I'm going to pop this down here. And what I'll do is I'll just adjust my camera so you can see the mat. There we go. And when I am very rich, I'm going to have somebody to do the photography for me. But until then, I'll have to do it myself. So come and lie down on your back on the mat. And we just work through our bridges as we always do. Look, my curtains are falling down already. Okay, so nice deep breath in. And breathe out. And let your rib cage sink down and the collarbones become long. Relax your jaw down, and then what we're going to do is imprint down and release. Imprint down and release. So just working through some pelvic tilts. Hands on the hips. Going to take the heel of your hand, place them on the hips, the thumb on the navel, so you can feel the movement, mobility going through your spine. Imprint and rest. Imprint, lift up. Lower back down and rest. Lower back down and rest. Imprint, lift up, lower back down. Good. So we start off with this lovely gentle mobilization of the spine to get us warmed up, lifting up, lowering down. And if you're over 40, you can start pouring some WD-40 all around these joints. Lift up and lower back down. I think I saw something the other day that said, if you're over 40, you can't skip the warm-up. Peeling up and lowering back down. And now hug your knees in towards your chest and stretch. And then feet to the floor, drop your knees over to the right, look over towards the left. And then other side. Good. So nice little rotations, just while we get the spine loosened up. Once again, relax the feet down, imprint the spine. Inhale, lift up, and then lower back down. Inhale back up and lower back down. Inhale, lift up and lower back down. And then we can start to add the overhead arms in and release down. Oh, that feels good. Inhale, lift up, take the hands above the head and release the spine down. Release, 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 and curl up. Lift up, hands above the head and release, 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 and lower back down. Good. Lift up, hands above the head and release the spine down. Release, 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 release. And now hug your knees in towards your chest and stretch. And then feet to the floor one at a time. Take your knees over towards the right and loosen. And then the left and loosen. Really good. Back to the right. So we're just starting to feel a bit looser in that spine. Really good. And now what we're going to do is roll up to seated and then roll over into cat So we can start to get a bit of mobility through the spine in this plane of movement. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, arching up through the back and release. So a little nice cat stretch here, cat mobilization of the spine. Now, keep going. I'm going to talk. What we want to be doing is being very precise about our movement here. So spread the hand. I want you to take the weight between the bridge of the hand there and the heel of the hand, spreading the fingers, drawing the collarbones so that they're nice and long, shoulder blades sink down the back, neck is long. So we're not shrugging the shoulders up around the ears. Tuck the tailbone, mobilize the spine, and drop down. Arch up through the back and drop down. So we're just opening these little joints in the lower back. Arch up, drop the seat bones down, stretch, 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 and release. Arch up, stretch, stretch, stretch. So these seat bones are dropping down towards the heels, stretch, and then release off. Really good. Okay, and we're going to do that one more time. Sit back on the heels and feel the stretch there through the muscles. Really good. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Come back up. We'll do one more set. So lots of movement there. Can you see how my spine dips down between my shoulder blades and then arches up? We're getting movement. Working with the breathing there. Good. Drop down and lift up. Very good. Drop down and lift up. Really good. Okay, and last one. And sit back on the heels and stretch, stretch, relax. And then back up again. Good. Okay, now from here, we're going to continue to mobilize through the thoracic spine. We're working the upper body. We're going to come from high kneeling. Hi, camera. You're going to come back down again. So in a high kneeling position here, in your chariot position, what we're going to do is just start to work to open up and gap through the side of the waist there. So high kneeling and alignment as always. Long collarbones. Engagement here. Open through the ribcage. Drop your shoulder blades down the back. And we're going to place one hand by the side here. We're going to take, this is my right hand, over and stretch over and come back in the alignment. Good. Inhale up to here. Exhale, gapping those ribs and then up again. Okay, so can you see here, it's opening up all into the rib cage, up through here, open through here, staying in the alignment. And here, inhale to here, exhale, inhale and back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, take a breath. So the exhale comes as you squash down that side. I don't think squash is the technical word. Gap, open up. Now, just keep going. There's lots of, when you're working in this plane of movement, it can be a bit tempting to reach forward. It's not that that's bad or wrong. I just want you to get that feeling of opening up these joints here in this nice aligned position. Over. We'll do 3 more. 2 more. And then on the last one, we're going to change and we're going to come across for this one. Rotate across. Good. Now, if you want to make that hard, just put that hand behind your back like that. So your thumbs on your sacrum, the back of your hands on your sacrum, and work through rotation around. So you're getting the thorax moving. Rotation. Thoracic rotation. One of the most important movements we can work on with the back. And this we see a lot of in clinic when people get jammed up through their cervical spine and lumbar spine. Quite often that's taking the load from where your thoracic spine isn't moving quite as well. So these lovely rotations, they break up tension, they increase mobility. Good. 2. Last one. And then what I'm going to do is swap it over, other side, hand by the side of the body. We're going to come over and back. over and back. Oh, should have had hand down there. All the way over, opening, gapping that side of the rib cage. Over and back. And back. Do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Really good. And then what we're going to do is reach across through the thoracic rotation. Reach across through the thoracic rotation. Lovely. Rotate and back. You can place that hand behind your back for a further rotation. 3, 2, last one. Perfect. Really good. Have a little relax, relax, relax. Roll those shoulders back. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come into the split kneeling position, and that's when we really start to mobilize through the pelvis. So from here, I'm going to bring 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. Now in this exercise, let me just turn slightly, it just gives a better view, and pull my trousers up. So imagine you're on train tracks here. So the front foot, the knee, the hip is intersecting one track, and this other leg, the heel, the knee, and the hip are coming forwards and back. So we can start off working through a mobilization here in the split kneel. Now, with this mobilization here, we want to be feeling that we're lengthening through the muscle and extending a little through the back. But if that's too much for you, we keep the movement small. Now, every single session I teach up here, I forget how hard this floor is. So if it's really hard, you could maybe have a thicker mat. Every single session I forget. Probably because the studio's got such a nice squishy floor. So we're just working forwards and back, getting the mobilization. Now, if you feel brave, you can walk that front foot forward a little way. Stretch, length, and up. Stretch, length, and up. Lovely, good. Real nice mobilization. And now you can start to lift up your ribcage, length up through the spine. So you're coming into the extension here if you like it. So a very sad thing happened this morning. These are my favourite Sweaty Betty leggings that I paid full price for. I think it's 3 years ago now. And I probably wear them every single day. And they've got a hole in. I was very, very sad about this. I'm very attached to these leggings. Good. Hold it here. Feel that length coming down through the back. Lift up. Come to the extension through the spine. Nice deep inhalation. Really good. If you're feeling brave, you can reach around. And it's a wonderful demonstration of someone who's posted. You can reach on to hold the back foot there and lift up. And now drop that down and straighten the front leg. So you feel that stretch and length coming through the hamstring. Really good. So for all you runners out there with their tight hamstrings, this is a good one. Length through there, really nice, flex up. Perfect. And then we're going to roll it round and we're going to do the same on the other leg, working through the split kneel. So come onto train tracks here. Good. Lift up, lengthen, very nice. Come through the mobilization, forwards and back, forwards and back. Open up through the rib cage. So we want mobility through the pelvis. Want length through the spine. Really good. Mobilization here. So keep working through, and nothing catastrophic is going to happen if you're not in alignment, but it's just nice to be working on that. And then you start to get a bit of feedback from your body. And my little trick is my foot wants to turn in like that. Loves to do that, and I have to be very strict with that little ankle, because otherwise my ankles go over and then I injure myself. So I have to be very strict with our bodies. Good. 3, 2, 1, and you can come forward and hold on to the foot there if you want to. Lift up the rib cage so you're coming into a little extension. Breathe into it. Drop it down, and then with the leg nice and straight, flex up, come forward. Feel the stretch in hamstring there. Nothing too dramatic. You don't need to be hauling things around. It's just enough that you feel the length there. That's wonderful. Now come back up again. And what we're going to do is we're going to work through thoracic rotation from the split kneel. Okay, so from here, we're still in a split kneeling position. Take your hands in front of you. Eyes follow the fingers. Inhale, open up here. Exhale, come back to meet. And you can work it as a moving thoracic rotation. Length. Inhale, length. And if you feel brave, you can straighten up that front leg and come back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Okay, so now from the split kneel with your arms expanded. So if your arms were wings, your wingspan will be getting longer. Now drop the shoulder blades down the back. The arms are longer. Look to that front arm. Extend. Breathe. Look at my naughty little foot. To get that back out. And then relax down. And we're going to change to the other side and do exactly the same. So work. Inhale. Exhale. Length. And pause. You're going to have one side that's easier than the other. That's completely normal. We're all one side dominant. We're all looser on one side, stiffer on the other, stronger on one side. It's very rare I see anyone who is completely equal. I don't think I ever have actually equal in strength side to side. Good. And we're going to do 3 more. Length. 2 more. Last one. Length, 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 length. And relax down. Perfect. Okay. So just come and sit down on your mat there. Extend your legs out in front of you. And then come into a little gentle forward bend flexion. Okay, so we're just going to ease off the back. The knees are bent if you need them to be. And breathe into a forward bend stretch. As you can see, I can't get my legs straight today. No, and it doesn't, it's not good or bad. It's observing what's happening in your own body. I was marching around up some hills and I went cycling yesterday and my legs tighten up and my sciatic nerves, the right side's been very irritable. So I'm not going to push it. I just keep the knees bent here. I'm still releasing off through the back. You don't get a badge of honor for having straight legs. Good. Perfect. Okay, come back up to seated. So that is a 20-minute bite-sized Pilates class, which I've very much worked on mobilization of the thoracic spine and pelvis. Now, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps me. And if you want to do more, then please do get in touch and I can get you up on a program. Okay, bye.